The topics we discuss are many, no story too bold to talk about. Strictly our own opinions, but they are opinions from people like you. Welcome to the Naked Podcast. Four-day work week, count me in. It's Marco.
It's Alan.
It's Norma.
Kielyn.
Ethan.
So guys, what do y'all think about a 4-day work week?
I love my 4-day work week.
Wait, you already have one?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I work Monday through Friday.
It's funny you bring this up because we were actually talking about it today on some of our jobs, moving to 4-day work weeks, working 10-hour days and then taking Fridays off.
I have the option for a 4-day work week, but I have to work 10 hours. And when we get holidays, I don't get 10 hours of holiday pay. I only get 8 hours of holiday pay.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, it is.
I work about 10 and a half hours every day.
My company's doing it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, but we get, like, for sure, Thanksgiving off, Christmas off, and Easter off. But if you were originally scheduled to work that day, you only get an 8-hour pay instead of the 10.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I would love to have 3 days off a week. Like the weekend and a weekday. I would get so much done.
Right? You could get so much done on the weekday.
So when we were talking about it at work today, and I was like, what about Monday? So if you had Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off, and then you work Tuesday to Friday.
That sounds great.
Actually, I do like that.
Like, think about it, because Mondays always just suck. And you'd rather hit Tuesday, hit it hard Tuesday.
Yeah, I like that.
It's Tuesday. Monday's gone already. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you know, I agree with that. I like that.
Tell us about this 4-day work week and how you came about this.
I'll tell everyone about this 4-day work week, Alan.
Enlighten me.
I will. Enlighten. What's up, Shane?
Welcome to the enlightened period.
Enlightening. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Enlightening time with Marco.
Okay.
Canon episode.
It's a canon episode. Like,
set it all on
Thrawn.
fire.
And watch it burn. All right. So I was talking about Microsoft doing this experiment back in August in a company or a sub company in Japan.
Oh.
Where in August they decided to implement 4-day work week, saying it was for managers and to give more of a free time for everyone, and it actually boosted productivity of the company 40%.
That's pretty interesting.
I believe it.
Thinking about this after you brought it up, I thought, when they established the 5-day work week, we were at a totally different level of technology than we are at today.
Yeah.
So we're able to complete things so much quicker, and so it feels like we have to drag things out to make it a 5-day work week.
Yeah, like we have computers that do a lot of things for us. We have automation. We don't need to be there 5 days out of the week.
You don't have to hand, scribe something, like get a secretary to come in and type for you.
No.
There are people who still do that. There are CEOs who specifically hire secretaries to type out their response and then email it.
I think a 4-day work week sounds great, though.
Yeah, it does.
I would be willing to work longer hours, just knock it out, power through my work, and then have an extra day for errands for my family.
Especially during the work week, or, the week, because so many other industries. Do you work Monday through Friday?
Typically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know I work Monday through Friday, so on Saturday and Sundays, you have Saturday to do things. Because Sunday, most places are either closed or you got things to do with your family.
Or religion.
But
yeah.
Saturdays is your one free day. And it's like, I got to do everything in one day.
It's for the boys.
Yeah, and I don't get to relax. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
We work hard. Let us relax hard. No, but I completely agree. There's so much you can do on a weekday compared to a weekend, because most places that you really need, either closed or their hours are so short, everyone's there to try and make it to a spot.
That's true. That is true. I feel like it would be just a better, happy work-life balance, and I think from that experiment, they allowed people to continue to work a 5-day work week if they wanted to, but they weren't required to.
Speaking of experiments, they did one in New Zealand for 6 weeks that was so promising, so good, they made it a permanent establishment. Like, they made it permanent for the company.
Well, other countries are already practicing like shorter work periods, but not like in industry, more along the lines of school.
Yeah, Colorado did it.
Yeah, there you go. Colorado did it, where they increased school days, like school hours, but decreased school days, so now their kids are a lot more productive.
Well, of course, but you can't just cut out, like, have the same amount of hours for those 4 days and expect the work to be made up without adding extra time.
So the issue that I saw when it arrived, when we started talking about it, really industry-based.
Yes,
like,
it is.
Think about it, because in lawn care,
Oh, yeah?
you're more likely to work a Friday, or you're more likely to work a Saturday than you are to have a Friday off, right?
Yeah.
Especially during the summertime and like springtime, that's true. But when it gets colder, you're definitely going to lose a day or two, as like you can't be working out in the weather like that.
But it's really hard to establish a company standard if you're going back and forth all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, you can't like if your days are Friday and Saturday and it rains those days, then you just lost 2 days of the week.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the conditions during the winter, about them not being workable. The irony of that is over the summer you have 100+ degrees.
I love it.
Those are horrible conditions to be working in.
Once you get used to it, though, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
once you
like,
get used to it, you got a system set up. You got your water, you got your Gatorades, you got some almonds you got to eat throughout the day. You're good. You're golden.
Texas.
And to kind of bring it all around in computers and in IT, I mean, you can kind of get away with doing a 4-day work week, but when there's a disaster or an emergency where specific systems or servers are down or an entire server farm is down.
Oh no, we tripped a breaker and this server went down.
That was the Xbox server for Modern Warfare.
Or that one time the PlayStation Network went down and we caught Osama bin Laden. We all remember that.
Wait, what?
Where was the good boy there that day?
For industries like IT and for restaurants or bartending, you don't really get that opportunity. Yes, a little bit here and there, but it's not set because there's emergencies for IT people.
So do you think that like IT is developing more into a service industry than it is?
It's always been a customer-facing service industry because not only do we have external customers that we have to tend to, but you have internal customers as well, depending on the level of work that you do.
It has to suck listening to people's IT issues, because any time you have IT issues, you're frustrated. Get this working.
And you blame the poor IT guy. Like, why'd you do this? I didn't do anything. You called me to fix it.
My IT guys love me. We've been working this last week on getting our phone set up. Somehow all of the lines like crisscrossed and disappeared, and we got a couple of brand new lines. But today, like, me and the IT guys were going back and forth trying to like get the phones connected, and we finally did, and it was fantastic.
You talked to them about the Naked Podcast?
No, I didn't talk to them about the Naked Podcast.
I got a little off.
Yeah,
that's fine. No, it's a good thing I was texting. Sorry.
But, since I have such long days, it was really nice for me to be there throughout the day because they kept having to call back and forth. If I was a regular employee who did like half and half shifts, then I would have been the beginning of his phone call and somebody else would have been in the end of his phone call, and it could have really messed things up. One of the things that I love about having our 4-day work week.
What 3 days? You work 12 hours a day.
I try for 3 days. My fourth day is actually a half day, and I'm always leaving early.
Where's Kielyn? See ya.
Bye.
Bye, bitches.
I'm gonna go stream some Spyro on Mixer.
Yes.
Man, I'm so jealous. I'm working and I just like, I'm streaming Spyro. I'm like,
and I'm like at work, connected to my computer at home, watching it.
You know who's going to really enjoy 4-day work week?
People who don't finish college.
Yeah.
Yep.
College kids.
I mean, if their parents try to bribe their way into college, and all that's getting aired out right now.
Hey, Norma, how is Aunt Becky doing?
Oh, Aunt Becky ain't doing so good, guys. She was accused of paying $500,000 in bribes to their daughters. Could be crew team recruits. They pled not guilty to the charges and were then charged with additional charges, which they also pled not guilty. They are looking at 50 years in prison. Her and her husband.
The more she says not guilty, the guiltier she is. Yeah. She should have just took a plea deal. At this point, she would have saved so much face.
Felicity Huff pled guilty and got 14 days in prison, and she only spent 12 days in there.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a lot more than I expected. Because that's what, like 80% of her sentence?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's not bad for a celebrity. Usually they send them to 6 months and they do a month.
Yeah. Well, Wall Street Journal article that said free Lori Loughlin. And basically what they're saying is that the government is overstepping. Like, they're trying to make such an example out of them because of their celebrity status.
They need to make an example out of them.
I agree.
Isn't that how you make an example?
I agree. They did something wrong.
Well, instead of trying to make an example out of her, why don't they find somebody else who's doing that and show that, hey, we're going to prosecute this person just as harshly as we would prosecute her?
It does set a precedent.
They went after, 50 people in total? Mm-hmm. And she's the only one that didn't take a plea deal, and she's the one fighting back. So the more she fights back, the harder they're coming down on her.
It's just at that point, it's not about her celebrity status. It's about, bitch, just sit down.
Yeah.
See, that's what a news store would tell you. They would tell you something like that. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's okay.
I don't remember anymore.
Yes, you do. What is it?
I genuinely don't.
Oh.
Hold on. Can we all take a moment of silence for Alan's thought? All right, the moment's over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was nice.
Thank you.
50 years in prison. That is a lot of time for Aunt Becky. She probably won't be on the next episode of Full House.
I stopped watching Fuller House after, I think, season 2 because they got way too woke.
Are they still putting out new episodes?
I think so. I didn't like how she chose Steve. Ugh,
yeah, Steve was garbage.
Totally garbage.
What was the other guy?
The vet. What was his name?
No, her co-vet. He
was a total dreamboat for her.
And he was her perfect match. They went through like a season and a half.
I love that we're bonding on this right now.
I watched Full House growing up, so I did watch the first 2 seasons, and then I drifted off because they got preachy.
I love Cosmo and Max.
I never saw a single episode of Full House or Fuller House, and I don't care anything about it.
I've only seen a few episodes of Full House. I didn't really get the emotional connection, so I didn't watch Fuller House.
Yeah, you'd have to watch it.
I grew up watching Full House, at night or first thing in the morning.
Nick at Night.
I grew up with Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. They're my girls.
My sisters used to watch the VHSs of them, like their Christmas specials.
Oh, the Halloween special, Double Trouble.
I grew up watching Boy Meets World.
Hell yeah.
And That 70s Show.
Okay, so on Boy Meets World, did you see Rachel's new career?
I'll be honest, I looked it up.
This is some Circle of Jerks territory, but,
I looked it up. I did find that her Twitter is both lewd, fully clothed, and completely nude photos. And I'm not for it. I don't care. It's not me.
Like it's a real, like, what the hell is going on?
So she's going to be...
the actress who played
Rachel
on
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World
is now a porn star. So do you think that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for Aunt Becky?
I don't think so. I think she probably won't spend the 50 years in prison, but I feel like they're going to really hit it hard because she...
Do you think she's going to wait until... Is she going to pull the ripcord and be like, fine, I'll sign a deal? Or is she going to wait it out?
She probably will. She's going to sign a deal.
I think so.
The minute that she sees that this is a real possibility, she's going to double back and say, wait, DA, I'm ready to talk. Hey, I'm ready to talk.
I would say, like, the DA would be like, fuck you, you pled not guilty. We're going to pursue the full extent that we can.
Nail her to the wall. It's like, let's start making an example that we run this country, not the elites.
So what exactly happened? What is being charged against her?
I think that they will make a deal, especially because they can put some heavy-ass fines on her ass that she'll have to pay to stay out of jail. So she won't serve the full 50 years. She'll probably serve like 30 days plus like $3-4 million in fines.
I was thinking about it the other day on like Harvard. How many colleges are starting to move towards an online platform?
Several.
And how long before AI starts replacing all this bloated faculty that's driving up the tuition costs on some of these major universities?
I don't think that AI will definitely replace it, only because you have to consider what programs are out there that universities are using.
Well, no, I'm saying, so like administrators.
Yeah.
So Harvard, one of their biggest expenses is administrators that they're for life, You have 6-7 people taking care of one thing right now because we have the money to do it. But how long before a school like Harvard starts taking an AI to start taking over administrative tasks?
I don't think they'll take on AI. I think they'll take on automation before they even consider taking on an artificial intelligence of any sorts to do anything administrative. Only because automation's a lot easier to program, and there's several free options for automation.
Okay, I have to list the charges. Sorry.
Okay, what are her charges? He has been charged with the following.
Conspired to commit federal program bribery by bribing employees of the University of South Carolina to facilitate their children's admission. They've been charged with one count of conspiracy to commit federal programs bribes. And then they already face charges of money laundering conspiracy, conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud, and honest services mail and wire fraud. They face up to 40 years in prison and have pled not guilty.
You know, the crazy part is if they do get convicted, how many people are they going to go after under like a RICO clause?
What's a RICO clause?
Yes.
So that's how they go after the mobs and stuff.
Oh,
They're saying
I got you.
since one lower criminal did it, it's because they're part of a criminal enterprise, so they can go after everybody that's connected to that person.
Oh.
So they can charge the family?
Yeah, well, no, if they charge her, then they can go after her associates that were involved in it. They can go down the list and start charging everybody with the same crimes they charged her with.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Including the person that took the bribe and the people at the
you're getting into
university?
like lawyer talk there.
I feel like his trial should be going on about now too.
The guy who orchestrated William something.
I think if he only gets like 5 years and she gets 50 years, I'm gonna call bullshit.
I agree.
I get that what she did wasn't right, but it's way worse that he took the bribes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
For years from how many people?
Yeah.
How many young athletes could have been, someone?
Yeah, that's space that they took up from someone else.
Took it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel sorry.
It was just donations with extra steps.
Thanks, guys, for listening tonight. See you later this week.
Don't forget to follow, rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcast, and subscribe. Sign up to our Patreon.
Don't forget to @ Marco.
Yeah, @ Marco.
It's @MA_Naked Podcast. Or Naked Pod, is it?
The Naked
Naked
Pod.
The Naked Pod.
The Naked Pod.
No, his is Naked Podcast.
Oh, yeah, yours is Naked Pod because you don't follow the rules.
Marco doesn't like to
unique.
follow the rules.
I'm unique in the sense that I don't have the
follow the rules skill.
I just never pay attention. That's my thing.
At least he's becoming self-aware.
But
He's
hey,
becoming self-aware.
But if you like our content, feel free to go to our Patreon and support us by becoming a member.
You can find it at
officialmillennials.com.
there you go.